All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. And I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I also want to say Shalom to the whole full lake here in this word in truth and in sincerity. All right. So I'm the brother Iowa Lum from the GMS West Palm Beach camp. Back with another lesson. This one being, empty promises. Because as we all know, Donald Trump's inauguration was yesterday, and pretty much he did his little speech, spoke his piece, if you will, and pretty much, got these people's hopes all up. But at the end of the day, these are all empty promises, man, because, a lot of these people, they think that him being in office, is for the benefit of Babylon the Great, when in reality, him being in office is actually, to forward prophecy, all right, and the prophecy ultimately of, America, Babylon the Great, being falling, man. Okay, so, we're not asleep like these people out here. When this man was speaking, and they're clapping their hands, they're cheering, all right, they're happy because they believe that this place has, a future. When in reality, we understand, according to the scriptures, the future of America, Babylon the Great, is ultimately to be wiped off the face of the earth, man. And I'm going to get this Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, all right, in Edom, it's the biblical nationality of the so-called white race, okay? Now, they identify today as, so-called white, Caucasian, and, different names that they've put on themselves, but their true identity, their true nationality are the Edomites. It says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, and this is what Esau has done, man. When they fell, when you go back to the Roman Empire, when the Western Roman Empire fell, all right, they had in their thought, all right, we're going to return and build the desolate places. And this ultimately happened during the Renaissance period, after the Dark Ages. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai loosed them from that low, impoverished state, that's where you get the original cavemen, the cave people, because during that time period, they were living in the caves, they were living in the wilderness, they didn't have no language. Job, also speaks about that in the 30th chapter, right? It says, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. You see, and they have built, all right, as you can see, this great empire known as America, all right, NATO and the EU, this is the empire of the Edomites, man, all right, often referred to in the scriptures also as, that great red dragon, which ultimately was the Roman Empire, all right, but of course has been reincarnated through America, NATO, and the EU. And when you read in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, it's referred to as a beast. It says, the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. All right. And the Edomites, so-called white race, is who the Lord has anger with forever, man, because they were created to be the wicked. And as you can see, all right, the wickedness that they're doing, that they've done and are still doing, why the Lord has, all right, that indignation for them forever. This is the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, pretty much going into, what I was mentioning. Revelation 13, and when you read the previous chapter, it goes into that great red dragon, where that great red dragon is talking about the Roman Empire. All right, but once again, as we know, the Roman Empire, has come back through America, NATO, and the EU. All right, and the same people are in rulership. But this is Revelation 13 and verse, I don't get the point where it says, right here, 13 and 11, it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. You see, this is talking about America, Babylon the Great. The two horns like a lamb is talking about the two-party system, right? The Democrats and Republicans. Because when you see these two candidates, if you will, go on the podium and speak, they're pretty much competing of, who's got the better interest of America, which in reality, all right, their interest is towards, the elite, All right, they're doing the bidding of the elite, man, because it don't matter who's in office. At the end of the day, whoever's in office is going to forward the agenda of the elite. And that's where these people have been deceived at. All right. It says he spake. It says, and he spake as he had two horns like a lamb, because a lamb, is really much a harmless creature, man. When you look at a lamb, all right, you don't see any danger, just chilling. But when you look at a lion, or when you think about a dragon, you think, oh shit, I gotta watch out for it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look out. So a lamb is pretty much them coming in, harmless, speaking harmless words, and portraying that image. All right. But it says, and he spake as a dragon, because as we continue to move on, all right, they're going to start putting in, more draconian laws, man. They're going to start getting strict. Martial law is going to be put in place. All right. A dragon is known for its harshness. It's another word for it, but for the lack of better words, I'm going to say it's harshness. The dragon is known for its rigor, for lack of better words. And that's how, Esau is going to come in these days, man, because the elite is running out of time, so be not surprised if you see, more strict laws, being put in place. Donald Trump is just the right man to do so, because we believe him to be Nero back in the reincarnation. All right. Verse 12 says, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right, now first beast is the ancient Roman Empire. All right, and him exercising the power of the first beast is pretty much, them doing the same thing that the Roman Empire did. All right, like when you look at it, the scripture says there's no new thing under the sun. All right, so when you look at the things being done in here in America, you can always trace it back to the Roman Empire. The same people are in rulership. And of course, different things here in America goes back to, different kingdoms also. But, dealing with, the Roman Empire, all right, the same devils are in rulership. All right, and their same wickedness, pretty much followed them. Him exercising the power, they be signing laws in place so that they can, pretty much, do what they did before. All right, it says, verse 13, and I want to get to the point of, because this is where it's all leading to, verse 17. And it says, 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. You can go back to the time where, you had the bombs are dropped down to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. All right. Which, pretty much caused great devastation. It says, it was said, who can make war with the beast? All right. Verse 14 says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of men, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. All right. And once again, that beast which had a wound by a sword and did live is talking about the Roman Empire, as it did fall for 1,000 years. All right. And then, came back up. It fell. All right. And then after a process of 1,000 years, that wound was healed, meaning that they came back into rulership. That's like like brothers usually make the point, you getting a Achilles heel injury. All right, you're going to be down for some time. All right, but eventually you're going to heal. You're going to be able to play again. All right. But if you get like a head injury, you're going to be down for good, man. And that's pretty much what you can liken happening to the Roman Empire. They had got that Achilles heel injury, where they were down and they couldn't, thrive for a minute, but eventually that wound healed. All right, that injury healed, and pretty much, he came back up and started, came back on his foot and started, ruling the world again, if you will. All right. But this time when Yahweh Shah come back, he's going to give these devils a blow to the head, man. All right. Like when you read these stories, how this person, he cuts the head of the dragon off. But that's pretty much what the Lord's coming to do. He's coming to cut the head of the dragon off, man. Therefore, the dragon will reign no more. Verse 15 says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which the image of the beast is talking about their NWO. That's the elite's wet dream, man. All right. It's to establish an NWO where the people are C-hipped, all right, where they can control the people as God. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, and those that don't want to worship the image of the beast, all right, you're going to be ostracized from society, right, separated from society, but also it's going to literally become, all right, you being killed, you being beheaded, all right, for not getting down with this beast system. The scriptures talk about those that be beheaded for the testimony of Yahushua, And like it says in Ecclesiasticus, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for it, because there's no death when you're in this truth, man. You only want to sleep. And when the Lord returns, he's going to call you back. All right, he's going to call you back up. I don't say 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, goes into how Yahushua is going to come with the shout of a trump. All right, verse 16 says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, we understand that mark to be what? The CHIP. All right, which we see is literally happening, in real time. So there's no denying the fact that it's the CHIP. Salaki, I gotta keep saying it like that because Esau's algorithm is gonna catch certain words and pretty much hit my channel. It was a video that I did, and I think I said certain words, and pretty much that video got taken down before even being uploaded, So Esau is on it. All right, but it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads, small and great. You're going to cause, children, old people. He's going to pretty much cause, everybody but the elect to take that thing, man. It says rich and poor because there's going to be no middle class. You're either going to be poor or you're going to be rich, all right? And if you're rich, to keep those riches, you're going to have to take it. And if you're poor, all right, and you don't want to, and you want to eat, and you don't want to be, destitute out here, he's going to cause you to take it, you see? And that's why for the believers of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who's going to be poor, it's going to be the only option is to trust in the Lord. All right, it says free and bond because those that are free, so-called free, because, we understand that being here in Babylon the Great, or being under the rulership of Esau, Edom, and we're still in captivity, man. But in a sense, we are, free to, wiggle around and, go to work and do different things, man. But the time is going to come where this man going to really want to put you, all right, in the eternal bondage. When I say eternal bondage, I mean, like, in his mind, or, maybe a better word to use rather than eternal was permanent. Permanent bondage is pretty much putting that seed in you so he can monitor and control you. All right? He's going to control what you do, what you say, what you think, what you dream. That's his thoughts. So why would you want to take that thing? All right? It says bond. All right? People that are in jail, people that are in prison. And look, I know you got life in prison, man, but look, if you take this thing, all right, we'll free you. All right? So now you just went from one bondage, all right, to another bondage, and this bondage is permanent. All right, the scripture says to never trust thine enemy. All right, because who are the majority in the prison system? All right, Jake, whether it be so-called black, Latino, or even Native American people, man. Our people are the ones in these prison system, man. So, a lot of them, if they're not of the elect, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to let them take that thing. And that's a spirit too, because brothers are talking about, at camp, brothers are talking about how this is not about you. Because, certain brothers may be taken, into a prison. Certain brothers may be taken to prison. But the Lord's going to let it happen because there might be an elect member in that prison that got to hear the word, that got to hear the truth. And that elect member is going to hear the word, and repent. And right after that, the Lord may release that brother. The Lord may release that brother from that prison with the brother that he spoke the truth to. So that's the way to look at it. Verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? You're not going to be able to buy or sell in society, all right, unless you take that CHIP, man. That's where it's going to. That's why you see everything going digital. All right, you see tap to pay. In certain instances, your card is not working right. Why? Because, It's a controlled collapse of this system. You see this guy Elon Musk at the head of everything now. Why is a tech giant the head of pretty much damn near everything, man? Because he's gonna be the one that they use to pretty much facilitate this digital world, man. Elon Musk has well, he has no rulership or no leadership credentials, if you will. All of his credentials is in tech. So what is he doing at the head of every article or at the head of every news concerning Dominion or whatever? It's because this is where it's all leading to. So these are all empty promises, man, because at the end of the day, Donald Trump, in his presidency, is not going to bring America to the good old days, man. All right? America from this point forward, this man being put into office, you know what I'm saying, that is going down here from there, man. And I got the scriptures to back it up. Thus this year being what? This year being the hopeful year of our deliverance and the downfall of Esau, Edom. And what better man, to bring this to pass than Donald Trump? All right. Isaiah 13 and verse 19, and it says, "And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." Right, and the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah by fire, man. We all know that story of the Lord raining fire and brimstone, sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah, or in those neighboring cities. All right. 20, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there." All right. So you're not going to have Ishmael here, having these gas stations, having these Arab restaurants, Elam here, these subways. Lord knows what they do in these subways, man. It says 21, because they what they do is feed Jacob abominations, man. Oh, that goes back into that parable of the rich man Lazarus, where you had the dog that licked the Lazarus source. All right, the dogs are these other nations, that are profiting off of the misery of Jake, man. Look, if you got sores, them motherfuckers hurt, but you got dogs that come licking your sores, and it's making the pain worse. So that's what these nations are. And here it is, we're suffering by the curses, and they come into Babylon the Great, making shops, restaurants, hair stores, to pretty much lick on Jake's wounds, man. We already broke, but here they come, in the hoods, with their liquor stores, to pretty much sell their liquor to our people who are already destroyed. They're licking our wounds, man. All right. Verse 20 says, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there." All right. So it's going to be a desolate wilderness where nobody's going to inhabit again. Verse 21 says, "But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged." You see? So America's days is almost up according to the scriptures, man. All right? So everything that, these people believe in, they're all empty promises. Because at the end of the day, what this man is going to fulfill, is ultimately going to forward the downfall of this place, not the upbringing of it, man. All right? So they shall build, but I will throw down, thus saith the Lord. All right? So all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Merkakodash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the old folk here in this word in truth and in sincerity. Until next time, I say shalom.